Hey everyone, and welcome to today's session. Today we are going to address fear that we cannot identify. So, just feeling chronic fear, just feeling an overall sense of not being safe, just feeling like we cannot calm down, we cannot feel safe, we are just feeling completely triggered and like there's imminent harm coming, and it sucks to feel that way. We're going to explore what it means to help our bodies feel safety, even if it's just for a little bit, as much as we can touch into it, using some inspiration from trauma informed yoga, self hypnosis, and authentic movement. And we can do this by using a blanket as a prop. So I invite you to have a blanket around. And to begin, we can find a safe place or a place that feels comfortable for us that has a nice soft surface. And so, whether that's a carpet or a mat, or you're comfortable sitting on a chair, then let's begin and touch into our body, attune to our body, and see how we feel today. We can begin by using our healing hands. So, our powerful healing hands can support this journey of attunement by simply holding space for our feet and then all the way up to our head. So, attuning to our feet today, we can see what colors come up in our feet. And so, today, my feet feel white. And in terms of sensations, would it be numbness, dissociation, buzzing? Would it be a trembling? Maybe it's a pleasant, safe feeling. What emotions are our feet feeling? Maybe our feet feel like they're in danger, or maybe our feet feel really grateful because they're able to mobilize and to move us from one place to the other. And we're grateful for that. And so we can tune into that. And sometimes we can have both feelings, right? I feel afraid, but I also feel grateful. And so, how are our legs feeling? We can move on to our legs. And you can take as much time as you want in any specific body part that's speaking to you the most. So if something is feeling really powerful in terms of like maybe it's anxiety, maybe it's pain, then we can focus all of our time on that if you want. And so we can move on when you're ready, and if you're ready, to your knees. And how are our knees feeling today? What sensations, associations, memories, feelings are our knees holding today? What are they communicating to us? And we can listen and hold space for that. And we can attune to our thighs, and we can attune to our genitals and our pelvis. And we can attune to our buttocks, and we can attune to our back. We can attune to our stomach and our heart and our chest and our breasts and our shoulders and our arms and our hands, our throat and our voice. Is it feeling tight? Is it feeling loose? Is it feeling numb, dissociated, bright or dark, light or heavy? Our head, our back, our face. And whenever you're ready, you can come back down to where we are. Notice two things about the room that you didn't notice before. Maybe something's on the ceiling, maybe a crack in the wall, maybe something's in the corner, maybe there's a spider running around. And when you're ready, we can begin the safety exercise. And so we can do this by using a rocking movement, and we can rock by actually just putting our hands under our knees. And this is actually a yoga posture. And so you can use this to just rock around, and that's kind of fun. And if you don't want to, you don't have to, obviously. And then you can just rock from side to side, and rocking is a really nice way to help the body calm down really, really slowly. And doing it quickly, if you want, you can, but then we can slow it down. And as we slowly rock from side to side, if we're feeling really triggered and really unsafe, we can actually even take this blanket and we can put it over the parts of our body that feel unsafe. So maybe if my feet are feeling unsafe, I can simply cover my feet and hold space for them this way as I rock. And as we do this, we might even want to put the blanket over our entire body. And so we can lift the blanket, put it over our entire body, feeling completely enveloped in your own little safe bubble. And then we can do a nice little breathing technique as we rock back and forth. And so we can use our hands for this technique, putting our hands, if your hands are up and under your knees, then you don't need to use your hands. And if you're sitting cross-legged, then you can. And as we breathe in, we can move our hands towards us. And as we breathe out, we can move our hands away from us. And so we can take 5 breaths in using our hands to guide our breath. And we can prolong our exhales until there's no air left in our lungs. And while we do this, we can envision that we're blowing our fear far away from us. And as we breathe in, we are blowing a really soothing, magical energy towards us. And this soothing, magical energy, maybe it comes from our healing hands, maybe it comes from the clouds. Wherever it comes from, it's just magical and is so protective, and we don't need to be afraid of anything because this magical presence is absolutely swooping around us, and we can breathe that into us. Here we go. Breathing it in and blowing out all the fear towards the window or the ceiling. Breathing in this magical, safe, beautiful energy, and breathing out all that fear. And 3 more. Breathing out all that fear. And as I move my hands towards me and I rock, I can breathe in all that soothing energy. Maybe it's a happy parent energy. Maybe it's the happy best friend energy. Breathing it in one more time. Breathing anything you don't want and all that fear out. And as we rock back and forth, we can also go ahead and picture really, really deeply the safest place that we can possibly be in. And you might want to use the blanket and put it over you at this point. And as you rock back and forth, you may not, and that's okay. And as you rock back and forth, you can smell the smells around you, whether that is a forest or an ocean or someone's home or from the past or the future that feels healing and that feels safe to you, and smelling in that smell. So maybe it smells like that nice homey smell, or maybe it smells like salt. So it's a sea breeze that just smells salty, or maybe it smells like moss because you're in a forest. And what do you see in this space? Do we see green leafy trees? Maybe we see lots of snow that's sparkling around us in the forest. Or maybe we see huge crashing waves that are powerful and beautiful. Or maybe we see calm water of a lake. And touching into what you see and what you smell, what do you hear? So do you hear birds around you? Do you hear water? Maybe there's a waterfall, maybe there's the ocean. What do you hear? Maybe you hear happy chatter in the background of the people that love you. And as we do this rocking exercise, hopefully we feel a bit of a better place than we did before. And if we don't, that's okay too. We feel how we feel. And coming to an end, we can keep in mind that however we experience this, if any feelings of safety or calm, or even just feeling neutral came up, we can touch into those feelings and really delve into them at any point later today, and that can be our homework, and tapping into any of those techniques that were helpful to you. Thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.